It's time for Prem and Proper, the review with Drew and Maddie. So Maddie is going to do the hit and run this week. So I'm going to yield in the sense of chivalry, and we'll let ladies go first. All right, Maddie, hit it. Newcastle, go.
Well, thank you so much. First of all,
it's politeness.
Thank you. First of all, I want to say, now, did we get knocked out of the Champions League in a really bad way? Yes, I ranted about that on Prim and Proper. But I will not be doing that today because we won 3-0. We'll say, are we going to keep winning because the other team keeps getting red cards? Is this just going to be how our season goes? Can we not play when there's 11 people on the field? I don't know.
Or 11 people injured.
Or 11 people injured, and just it keeps stacking, keeps going. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, listen, I was happy with the win. We needed a win, especially coming out of the Champions League and the way we did. That one still leaves a bitter taste in my mouth just because we should have played so much better in the Champions League. What I'm sorry. It's fine. I can it makes me so mad because why? Oh, whatever.
Well, see, but this is where you and Drew have something in common. I have never seen a man so excited about getting a point from a goalless draw than Drew Dickinson.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah, I don't listen. I just.
Oh boy.
I'm just nervous. I'm so nervous for the team. It feels like we try to do something great and then something just comes in and just completely destroys it. And then we just can't get back on where we need to go. I don't know, but I was just happy that Almiron scored and then Miley got the chance to score, which he has been phenomenal for us. I actually really enjoy him on the pitch. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I have no idea, but yeah, that's my little rant. Sorry. I just went off a little.
No, that's what we're here for. Drew, rant, go. Goalless draw. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you, sir. You wake up Sunday morning and before the lineup was put out, you just think, same old, 6, 7, 8, nothing. And then you see the lineup get a little comfortable. You think 3, 4, maybe even 5, nothing, a little improvement. I was very, very happy to see the pivot of Amrabat and Kobe Mainu getting the start against Liverpool. They both played fantastic. I mean, obviously you could tell they really had to run their socks off, as they say over in Europe. It was a case of that. It was a case of United having to defend for their lives. Liverpool had 34 shots to United 6. Liverpool had 8 shots on goal, 1 shot on target for United. And of course, Liverpool dominated possession. One thing that United was lacking, it wasn't the counterattacking. I mean, it was there. There was just no creativity down the middle, wherein lies my kind of argument with the McTominay experience that continues to go awry. I mean, yes, he scored 5 goals this season, but again, when he's not scoring goals, what does he provide? One thing that I was very excited to see yesterday was Rafael Varane coming back into his own a little bit, showing great leadership. He was exemplifying some leadership that, we really haven't seen on the pitch, since he stopped playing. Him and Lisandro Martinez were that, 1-2 punch of leadership all last season. Now, finally, with a draw that should not have been, that front three of United yesterday was Højlund, Antony, and Garnacho. They have 1 goal between the 3 of them in the Premier League all season. Rashford came on towards the end, who only has 2 goals. So that's 3 goals and 4 front men for United in a Premier League season. Not going to cut it. But some good news coming around the corner. You got Liche getting healthy, Mason Mount coming back soon, Casemiro back soon, Ahmad coming back soon. So many more so many more players coming back into the fold that can possibly help Ten Hag. But before I cut out of this, rant, I'm extremely worried that come Saturday, United travels to London to face West Ham. I think he's going to revert back to, the quote-unquote McTerminator and Bruno playing, the double number 10s and leaving Amrabat and Varane and Johnny Evans on an island again. I hope not. I hope he noticed what can be with that 2-man pivot and with Bruno back in the fold. I'm excited to see. Little quick stat here. First time a United goalkeeper has made that amount of saves.
And it's Andre Onana.
And it being Onana First time a Manchester United keeper's made that amount of saves in a game without conceding since De Gea in 2019. But everybody calls for his head, and I'll digress right there. But I'm excited for what the future holds of this season. And John, I know I sent you a DM last week. I changed my mind. Ten Hag in, dang it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Page 2.
I appreciate everything that he did yesterday.
Wow. All right. Page 2, Maddie. What else is on your mind from the Prem?
Well, I mean, first of all, I want to say thoughts and prayers with Luton captain Tom Lockery. That was really devastating to hear. I don't want to harp too much on it just because I feel like it's been harped on a lot, but I had to say it. Thoughts and prayers. That was really hard to watch, and it especially to from a broadcast standpoint, seeing what happened with Christian Eriksen back a while ago. I watched that game live, and seeing that, and then seeing how they handled this, especially with the medical personnel. I mean, just big round of applause to the medical personnel. Without them, I mean, Jesus, I mean, we wouldn't be anywhere. I mean, great thanks to them for the quick response that they had to get him the help that he needed, and thoughts and prayers with him and his family as well.
No doubt about it. And still waiting for Luton Town is asking for patience and some space, obviously, for Tom with what happened. Obviously, scary scenes, and it looks like they're going to replay the whole match. Was suspended basically with 25 to go after they let the clock run for a little bit. Drew, what's your page 2 from the Premier League this week?
Just once again, it's another big week. That top 4, is literally, what do they say, neck and neck. Very exciting. And that bottom 3. John, we talked about it. I think it was my first episode ever. We did our little pencil in here with our bottom 3. And the first team that I mentioned to you was Everton. And boy, I tell you what, they've lost 1 in their last 7. Yep. After the 10-point deduction, wouldn't they be like 1 or 2 points below United right now if that wouldn't have happened? So
you're having me do math, man. You're having me do math. What is your problem? All right, so Premier League stats. Let's take it. All right, so Everton is at 16 points, 10-point deduction. They would be 2 points behind your Manchester United. They would be +2 in goal difference at 26 points. So they would be in 10th, ahead of Chelsea by 4 points.
Jeez.
And behind Brighton by 1 goal difference. So that's what we're staring at. So, yes, you are correct. Everton, I thought Everton was going to be part of that discussion down at the bottom. But Sean Dyche, what has Sean Dyche done with Sean Dyche, Maddie, and why is he playing offensively instead of what we're used to seeing at Burnley? Where did this man go? Was he body snatched and substituted with someone with offensive principles? I don't know what's going on here with Sean Dyche.
Yeah, I don't know either. If you would have told me that at the beginning of this season that they would be where they are, I would have said, nah, you're lying.
Absolutely.
No way.
Exactly.
Even with the 10-point deduction, they would be like right up there with Manchester United. It's like, think about just thinking about that, and then even also how they've been able to. This one, Drew, I'm sorry, you're the one who said it. I'm just emphasizing it.
But Drew is the one who's saying it's like Drew's the one trying to pull out his earbuds and go, now wait a minute, did I need to hear that piece?
Just a little refresher. 3-0 a couple weeks ago, but I'll digress. Listen, I don't want to interrupt, but with the Sean Dyche conversation, listen, we've seen Erik ten Hag completely change his philosophy because all of his injuries. Sean Dyche, I mean, listen, if you're him, I would do whatever it takes to remain in position at Everton. They've got that amazing new stadium that they're about to unveil. Why would you not want to be at the helm? And he's doing something very exciting. You keep Calvert-Lewin healthy. You've got Keane back into play, who, mind you, scored this past weekend, and he was written off, at the end of last season. So I appreciate what it is that he's doing. And, John, we talked about, I'm going to be in that neck of the woods here in about 6 months. So it's going to be really exciting with Liverpool or Anfield and the new Goodison Park right around the corner coming. So yeah, good things to come in that city.
Yeah, Bramley Moordock, and Drew will be one of our on-site correspondents and hosts for soccer over there, looking at things in the lower divisions with him filing his passport in 6 months' time. Maddie, what's your page 3? What else is on your mind?
One of the things I really want to talk about that I saw yesterday, what was in the Brentford and Aston Villa
Oh, wow. That was awesome.
What was up with that game? I don't.
Well, I mean, and once again, we got to see Emmy Martinez be the perpetual peacemaker. And I say that tongue somewhat firmly planted in cheek because Emmy likes to stir it up as much as he likes to play peacemaker.
Oh, boy.
It's like
yes.
you get to that point if you're the Villa keeper, and Emmy Martinez, who is fantastic representing his country for winning World Cups and is one of the best ish talkers ever in the history of ish talkers when it comes to being between the sticks. In that one yesterday, literally you get that to do at the end, and Emmy's like, he's like, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah. Literally, it's like, come on now, everything's fine. No, you need to calm down. No, you need to jack things up a little bit. No, Emmy Martinez is one of the best. Now, and Drew, how would you bet if there was? I mean, there are guys who play both sides of the fence, and Emmy Martinez is one of the best at doing that.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, it's. I think a lot of that has been taken out of the game because of the officiating, and don't want to get cars, don't want to get scared, and a lot of these people don't have, in modern day time, you talk about LeBron James not being able to hack it in the 80s and 90s of the NBA. I mean, Emmy Martinez, he is he's nowhere near as big as Schmeichel, but he'll come out of the box, he'll get in your face, and he'll make it known, like, you want to come inside this box, you're going to have to deal with me. Whether or not sometimes it's childish, but at the same time, if I'm going to war, I want Emmy Martinez on my team.
No doubt about it. All right, Maddie, what are your plans at SDH this week? What are you up to? Great interview with the Coach McAlpine over at UGA, by the way. So go back and listen to Soccer's in Session. What are you up to this week with SDH? Anything?
I'm trying to think. That was my last Soccer is in Session of the year. It'll be back in January. When we cover more of the high school soccer season coming in.
Right.
A lot of college soccer's kind of died down, so I'm just enjoying the holidays. Gonna be, appearing on Prim and Proper, doing all that stuff. Don't worry, I'll be talking so much stuff. Don't worry, y'all ain't seen the last of me. I'm still here.
Newcastle Smack, we know, is coming on for Friday's episode of Prem and Proper because it's Festive Fixtures, and there's a lot of space that's going to be jammed in there with Festive Fixtures. So, Maddie, I know that you've got to go because this had to be a hit and run for you. So go ahead. You've done the hit and run. Enjoy the rest of your Monday and drop back in whenever, okay?
Absolutely. You guys have a good rest of your day.
There's Maddie. And so that's Maddie. So, Drew, how much time do you have left before you turn into a pumpkin?
I got a couple minutes.
Okay. All right. So, what's your coda? What is your other storyline for the week from the Premier League that we have yet to discuss from the weekend that was?
It's Arsenal to me. The battling, I don't want to say adversity, but they had a battle on their hands, and I think last week. It said Christmas time is around the corner, so they still have time. But man, watching them play this weekend, John, it's really hard to doubt them. And we were talking, not just Arsenal, but to me, the biggest story going to the end of the year, coming into the new year.
Yeah.
And again, we talked about it last week. I made a huge mistake. Pep's got a very, very big time uphill battle. I mean, there's some big time. He does. And if there's anybody that can fix the clogs and the holes in that defense, it's Pep. But is he going to have to go to, is there going to have to be a transfer coming in January? Is he going to have to buy someone to fix that? Who knows? And another thing, John, that we didn't get a chance to talk about, I just want to mention, it's coming a little bit, I don't want to say it's becoming a problem with United. I think it's becoming a problem in the Premier League itself. It's the personalities and how these referees are taking over the games. For instance, the Diego Dallo red card in the 94th minute, two yellows for dissent, and within 10 seconds, the exact same dissent got a second yellow. Wow. It completely changed. Thankfully, it was the latter part of the game, but we got to do a little bit better here. I mean, we see it in a lot of sports, but I don't concentrate on a lot of sports like I do on this one. What's your opinion on that? I'd like to know what you think about that.
Well, and that's why we like to have Bart come in, Bart Keeler, our resident official, to do reffing down here. I mean, first off, Diogo Dalot runs his mouth, and he does the wild gesticulating, and he's doing all this kind of stuff. And it's like, all right, so fine. bang. But what we also don't know is we don't know what was said. We don't know. We don't know if there were any magic words that came out with yellow number 1 or yellow number 2. If there were magic words, then I don't mind ace of spades, jack of clubs, blackjack, bang, you're gone. I don't mind that. I don't, because and that to me seems, like I said, without any evidence, without any empirical evidence to dictate what happened here. First off, DeLoe, he's doing all this kind of stuff like he's in the swimming pool during gym class. He's waving all over the place. Great, fine. Or bringing in a plane at Heathrow. So I get that one. I get that yellow, but we don't know what was said. Or was it like the center ref is sitting there going, are you done? You keep going? And you said something, or something was triggered, and it's just like, but if it's like Country Joe West or Angel Hernandez, where you feel like you're being shown up, then I know you're out of hand. Those are two of the baseball umpires that are lightning rods in Major League Baseball.
Oh, for sure.
But like I said, I think the biggest thing is we don't know what we don't know. And beyond the histrionics, if you did it the first time and you kept going and there was a magic word in there, I get it. Bang, bang, you're done and get out of here. So I understand if that was the case. So like I said, we're still missing some evidence, but histrionics and continuing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, then the lesson for Diogo DeLoe is don't do it.
Yes, 100%. Now, let me defend him real quick.
As you do.
Just a few seconds. Bear with me here. All right. Now, you're the official. It's the 90th minute. United was expected to lose by double-digit points or goals. And you have not only played 94 minutes straight, you've ran your tail off, you've defended your behind off, literally 90 straight minutes. You come in, you not only do you win the tackle, but you also win the ball. It knocked off Salah. Gallo won the throw-in. He gets frustrated, gets upset. Obviously I can see the first yellow. But John, come on. We're at Anfield, arguably the biggest rivalry in Europe.
Yeah.
Almost game is almost over with. I think the second one, little harsh. And honestly, I would have said the same thing if it was to the Liverpool or to the Everton player, or the Arsenal player. Sometimes I just feel, maybe a little enough is enough. And that's all I'm going to say in defense of Gallo. But the first yellow, 100% granted. But you're right. We don't know what was said, if anything was said, to get the second. But I'll digress right there and leave it at that, for that topic at least.
All right. So now for you, sir, when it comes to the rest of your week, you're getting ready for Prem and Proper for Festive Fixtures, yeah?
Yes, yeah. I'll have a fun 3D for everybody on Thursday. Go a little bit more in depth with the United-Liverpool game. Got a few more fun stats. And I want to talk about West Ham this weekend. It's an early game, 7:30 kickoff this Saturday morning. Both teams meaning United, West Ham. I've said it for the last, the Premier League, every weekend, every game is a must win. But coming into this festive fixture for United and West Ham, I don't think there's a bigger game for any two more teams this weekend than United and West Ham. West Ham flying, just won 3-0 over the weekend. They're going to be looking to keep it up. United, Bruno coming back into the fold, a little bit more creativity. I'm anxious to see what Ten Hag does with that starting 11.
No doubt about it. And Drew is on the 280 character app, Dickinson JR18. As you see, on his lower third. I mean, there we go. So I always get this messed up when he's on the side. So yeah, Drew's lower third is at Dickinson JR18 on the 280 character app. He'll be back with Prem and Proper with his 3D, the Drew Dickinson diatribe, as we bail into festive fixtures. Thanks as always, my friend, for taking time out of your real world schedule to drop in on a Monday. We'll catch up with you soon.
All right, my friend, anytime. Talk to you guys soon.